All right, so a young couple is making their haunted mansion a home in the hit comedy series Ghost. Rave reviews.
Oh,
it's
so
doing
good.
great.
So good.
Cody this morning standing by with a couple of the stars from the show.
Indeed. We have Rebecca Wischowski and Sheila Carrasco joining us right now. Of course, you know them. You love them as Hetty and Flower. Good morning to you both.
Hi, Cody. Nice to see you again.
I know. Last time I had my haunted Hetty doll. I tried to bring it out,
I was
but
expecting you to be in full cosplay regalia today.
yeah, I
Wow.
wore pants for you. This is a big deal. This is a big deal. Thank you both for joining us. Let's go back to the last episode, because I think that was the perfect encapsulation of this show, because it was so funny, and then they like to remind you every once in a while, they will rip your heart out.
Yeah, yeah. Well, which...
Rebecca, how did they tell you beforehand how Hetty had passed away?
Oh, yeah, sorry. I'm sorry. I thought you were just cutting to a clip. But yes, I will respond. I apologize. Yeah, they did. They did. You know, we've heard from the very beginning from our audience that the show is wildly entertaining and funny and all of these things, but it has kind of allowed people to have maybe some difficult conversations about other topics like, you know, mortality and regret and all of these things. I'm real proud that we were able to handle that subject matter, you know, with the sensitivity and intelligence that it deserved. And yeah, our writers did a wonderful job. Sophia Lear wrote that episode, and I think she did a marvelous job.
It was beautifully done, beautifully done. But then in that same episode, we got Flower back, and maybe one of the funniest things I've ever seen. I was curious about reading this. In the script for the first time, when you guys saw the line where Thor was like, she says, I am well, and they're like, did she say, I'm in a well? I mean, how funny was that to read the first time?
Oh, that was so funny. The table reads are always like a wonderful surprise because the writers always surprise us with wonderful gifts of new storylines and everything. But it's also really funny just to hear our castmates say things for the first time. And the way Devin delivered that was so amazing, so funny.
It was brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Okay, I've been dying to ask you both these questions. You get this role, and they give you these wonderful characters. How long did it take you both to find that person? Was there different versions in your head and then you finally found it? Does that make sense?
Absolutely. For me, there were multiple versions of a hippie that I could have played. And so, because I didn't want to just be like a stereotypical, you know, two-dimensional character, you know, we got to bring depth to these characters as our job as an actor. So I walked around physically and I was exploring all these different options. And then honestly, once I got the costume on and the wig on and the glasses on all on the same day, which was the very first day of shooting the pilot, that's when I went, oh, this is how she meant to talk.
And what about Hetty?
Yeah, I mean, it's easier when the writing is as good as it is on Ghost. For me, so much of my character comes out of the music with which she speaks, and it's you know, it's mannered in a different way that's kind of slightly period. And also, as Sheila said, the costumes are so good and they're period accurate and they do so much to inform all of us, but certainly me wearing that corset and wearing that big hairdo and everything, just everything kind of fell into place.
One last thing for you. I saw online on Twitter or X or whatever they call it now, that the writers said they're in the writer's room working on next season. Is there a fight club where there's shivs involved and stuff, where who gets to write Hetty's lines? Because it is so good. It's so good. I just imagine them fighting.
She gets some really, really great lines. I mean, and there are many that are left on the cutting room floor too. But our group of writers, top to bottom, incredibly talented, twistedly funny, and also really interested in the absurdities of American history. So, I mean, we're set up pretty good. I would trust any single one of them to write Hetty lines.
Fantastic. Thank you again. This season has been magical. I can't believe it's coming to an end soon. I'm crying already.
But they're so good. The rest of the season is so good, Cody. Wait till you see.
Cannot wait.
It's so great.
Cannot
and we'll
wait.
be back for season 4.
That's right. Season 4, yes. Best show on TV. Thank you so much. Good to see you both. All right, stick around. We got more of the big show coming up. I'm telling you, that last episode, wow.